You caught me, Capricorn. I was sitting here getting ready to do your reading and my video turned on all by itself. I should be paying attention. Listen, I'm sitting in the backyard of my dear soul brother Neo's place here in London. It's going to be a little bit noisy in the background. I just need to give you a heads up on that. So under a flight path, you're going to hear airplanes. There's parakeets around here. Parakeets were let loose in London back in the 1920s. They've been growing and expanding their population ever since, and they do come and visit the backyards and not really mindful of other people's quiet time. So you're going to hear them. You may hear a dog barking, people talking, cats fighting, neighbors, whatever. You may actually get lucky to see a fox on the back fence in front of me. So if you see movement back there, it could be the neighbor's cat, but it could be a fox. So keep an eye out for that. So that said, Capricorn, we're working on the week of June 23rd to the 29th. We're starting off with the Enlightened Moments deck that I introduced you to last week. If you were here with me last week, that was my girlfriend's deck. I love them so much I went out and bought my own. Also bought another deck that I fell in love with at Arthur Finley Spiritualist College, and we're going to move on to those ones to break your week down just a little bit further. All right? So to start with, oh my God, I love this for you, Capricorn. Endless possibilities. Okay, so I'll read directly from the back of the card. Within you is infinite power, and before you are endless possibilities. The imagery of this card is inviting you to leave behind everything that's familiar and safe and embark on a journey of truth-seeking discovery, either internally or externally, or perhaps both. Everything that happens to you is also happening for you, to help you expand your consciousness in order to evolve or learn valuable lessons. You are the creator of your life. Allow yourself to surrender to the magic and wonder of existence, to discover endless possibilities already latent within you. Birth and death are just an illusion. The soul is timeless. Life is endless, and the path you walk is eternal. Oh my God, I love that card for you here, Capricorn. Endless possibilities, literally limitless. If you had told me 10 years ago, 12 years ago, that I'd be sitting here on YouTube doing energy forecasts, working as a spiritual, evidential psychic medium, traveling to England once a year to take up psychic and mediumship studies, traveling to other foreign countries that I'd never seen before, I'd have said you're absolutely freaking insane. But once I open myself up to the possibilities, I'm getting to do all of that and more. Like I said, you may catch a glimpse of a fox behind me. I didn't think that was going to be possible, sitting in the back garden in London, and I get to see a fox running across the back deck, sometimes with their little babies. Like, that's magic to me. And you need to believe the magic is there for you too. That's what this week is all about for you at this time, Capricorn. So if I didn't say it off the top, but I'm so distracted by the planes, the parakeets, the idea of a fox in the backyard, people talking, I'm a little distracted. So if I didn't tell you off the top, this is for the week of June 23rd to the 29th. If I did tell you, it's just me repeating myself, and you'll be okay. All right. Beginning of your week we have for you all about precious time. All right, and it says here, the fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. You know, as silly as it is, it's to me not silly. I've got teenagers. Oh, I've got one teenager now, but I've had, you know, the older son was once a teenager too. And there were times when they would get in trouble for being distracting in class. I'm okay, kids are going to be kids. But I also reminded them that they needed to be mindful of other people in that class that actually were there because they wanted to learn. They actually wanted to listen to the teacher. They want to be there. And they didn't have the right to rob them of that time. So if they were feeling like they couldn't sit still and they were being, get out of the class, go for a walk, take a run around the gym, do something, but don't rob others of their time. All right? It's also saying that it's time for you to just be living in the fullness of every moment, right? Don't wish this time away, because there may come a time in the future when you're like, oh, I'll take those days in a heartbeat, right? I wish I could go back then. Live in the moment in its fullness, even if it's challenging, even if you're not really enjoying it. Don't wish yourself into the future, because there's lessons and gold in the moments of challenges, all right? So allow yourself to be fully present for all of it. All right, now toward the middle of the week, it's all about the solitude, going within. I just love these cards. Did I tell you? Oracle of the Fairies, also got them at Arthur Finley, along with the other cards. Love them, bought them just so I could use them here with you. And it says to think of being alone as meaning you are all one. Not alone, all one. and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times, right? So sometimes we like to distract ourselves with busyness, other things to do, places to go, people to see. And in reality, what we really need is to go inward. And we can be fully present in the moment and still be inward and still be that third party observer and still in touch with what time in the moment, right? We can do that by ourselves, but we can also do that in a crowd, okay? You do not literally have to be all alone to be in the solitude. All right. So if you're finding that you're getting a little too caught up in the matrix, if you will, take some time to go inward, seek out those limitless possibilities, be in the moment, and be there all alone. All right. In your aloneness. And then the end of your week is all about the temptations here. All right. So are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. Excuse me. So sorry. While I was at Arthur Findlay Spiritualist College, I got in the habit of eating 3 meals a day. Not my habit at home. 3 meals plus snacks in between. Coffee in between. And I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. Always do. I like my food. But at home, I've been trying to get back into my usual habit, which is fasting all day and then allowing myself a 4 or 5 hour window to eat. And I found now that I'm out of the college, I'm wanting to slip back into that. So it means I have to resist temptation. I'm okay with that because I know I'm going to feel a lot better for it. It's just saying do the same thing. Like if you feel guilty or shame, you don't have to. You can still carry on with your habits no matter what they are, and allow yourself to not feel guilt or shame for it. And don't let anybody project that upon you. It's your choice, right? Or you can step away from the temptation so there's no guilt or shame, right? Up to you. Crazy to sit there and do the same thing and still feel guilt and shame though. Don't do that one, okay? I don't think that option should even be on the table. So I hope this makes sense to you here, Capricorn. Blessed be. I hope you have an amazing week. I look forward to seeing you back here next week when I'm back in the solitude of my quiet little studio at home in Canada. In the meantime, I'm going to make the most of my remaining time here in London. I fly home on Tuesday, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you back next week. So please join me at that time. This is Intuitively signing off. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you back here real soon.